seen they got a new one. They got a new airboat now.
Yeah. He said last year they were getting tired of
Where do you do that up there? Church Camp?
No, we do it. They just bring it and run it on the ground. Using regular.
Oh, the camp we help out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to find out how many kids reach day, you know?
Bryson says it's 11.
Didn't have this trouble last week, did we, Brad?
I've turned their mics on January.
You waited too long, Bernie's here. What the hell?
Yep.
We're waiting on technology to catch up to us, folks.
Our computer is not synced at the right time.
As soon as January gives me the green light. Scheduled for 11 o'clock in like California, did you?
Okay, there's 11 o'clock. Why is it not?
Really?
So Gregor's great week. Number 1.
Blue Mexico, wow.
I don't think I can help you.
They graduated.
I've got my IT tool out in the truck. It's a hammer, but it works pretty good. A reboot. Reboot tool.
Already.
I don't know for certain if she did or not. Still got 2 of them.
Well, you're already into 10% of Dave's time from last meeting.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Oh, there's the camera.
Yeah, checks down.
Did you and Drew ever sit down and kind of hash out your?
I've been waiting for him to call, but
We don't have to not schedule
thought-
things, I think.
he said, we need to talk. I said, I agree.
Anybody
said,
got their
let me
phone?
know.
Check on, you're on YouTube.
No, but I'm going to start the
Go
meeting.
ahead, that's fine.
Looks like it's 11 o'clock or a little after.
Where's it
We'll go ahead and call to order the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for May the 23rd, 2024, while January sorts out the technology issues. Jump straight into everything. We have the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review? If so, I'll entertain any motions related to.
I have, and so moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. No public hearings, no old business, go straight to new business.
You're trying to beat that 9 minutes, aren't you?
And first new business is Seymour Main Street has several special requests. Jordan Riehart is here to tell us briefly about all of them, so you can ask any questions you might have.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning. I'm a member of the promotions committee. We have a number of events planned this year. None of them are new. They're requests that have been made and granted before. So we decided to do all of them kind of in one bunch, so we wouldn't have to keep coming back and bothering you guys. But one of them being the Jingle All the 5K, which is held in December, the Downtown Trick or Treat, which is held the Monday before Halloween, Ghouls and Goblets the first Friday in October, so long as the first Friday in October doesn't correlate with Oktoberfest, and then our annual Scarecrow Stroll. The requests, do you just want me to go through each individual one to talk about what we're requesting from the Board of Works?
Is it the same as always?
It is. There's nothing new.
You guys always handle everything, right?
Yeah.
5K.
I will ask one question. Okay,
Sure.
back up to the Ghouls and Goblets and first Friday. So the first Friday in October should be Oktoberfest.
Right, yeah, as long as it doesn't correlate with that. So it's always the Friday night after Oktoberfest. But,
Okay.
but, yeah.
So it's really more like the second Friday.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay.
with
Once in a while,
Oktoberfest, we get
yeah.
a September date, right? So, yeah.
Okay,
It's always after Oktoberfest. We wouldn't infringe upon that.
It would be a little rough, so, okay, that's why I was making sure.
Yep.
Other questions?
Nope.
And do you guys want to do them one at a time, or you want to do them as a
I think we
collective?
can do a group. I'm okay with the group.
Okay.
Yep.
You good with the group vote on it?
Yeah, I'm good with that, and I'll make a motion to pass all the requests by Seymour Main Street.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to pass all the Main Street requests for Scarecrow Stroll, Ghouls and Goblets, Downtown Trick or Treat, and Jingle All the 5K. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Thank you, Jordan. We'll get them signed, and then we will also get them to proper departments. That way they know what's going on.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brad, move on over since you're way over there. Okay, well, there went our 9-minute goal. City Engineer Bernie Hausberg.
Yeah, real quick, before Jordan gets out of here, I just wanted to mention that Second Street is under construction and we don't have the full, schedule for that. And it does continue all the way, there's at least a resurfacing and, different pavement markings and signals that go in all the way to the, from basically the high school to up to the railroad tracks at, in the middle of the city. So I just wanted you guys, make sure you're aware that there might be restrictions there's gonna have to be restrictions for a few months, and I don't know I have no idea when that is right now.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask, was,
Locate the October.
Well, it's kind of tough, because they've got 8 or 9 phases of traffic
Okay.
that, it's kind of dependent on various materials coming in on time and when their crews can get to it, so but they have a big, timeframe in order to do those, and I just don't want
In
to.
a perfect world, when would it be done, Bernie?
Well, obviously, most likely next year, in that timeframe. So I'm hoping that they're gonna stay focused on
We'll keep you in the loop.
west of Pine for, the first year, most likely. So anyway,
appreciate it.
all right.
Where's that end? Does that go to the railroad tracks?
The L&I Railroad.
Yeah.
All the way through Lasher.
Yeah.
And then it'll basically be that same road section that we have to the far west that just continues and gets wider, and then we go to decorative sidewalk and lighting, et cetera, so. All right, the other thing is 4th and O'Brien, it was on the newspaper, or we released that, there's some utility changes there, so it's getting a little bit of, we're worried that it might be delayed. I won't know that until after there's meetings today and ongoing, so we'll try to keep you abreast of exactly what happens, for that, because we'd love to be open for school, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work exactly right now. And, that's really all I had. Let you guys go. Any questions?
Keep us posted on 4th and O'Brien, please.
All right, sure will.
Thanks, Bernie. Darren?
All right, several sewer adjustments, and most of them are pool fills because it's that time of year. First one being Rachel Burton Harper, 2287 Schleter Road, pool fill, and this is for $103.74. Then we have Brittany Bustos Jimenez. This is a pool fill for 836 Windermere Drive. It's for $27.30. It'll be a smaller pool. Rebecca Weber, 1045 East 8th Street, pool fill. This is for $16.38.
Really small pool.
Really small pool. That's a kiddie pool. Sean and Taryn Rocky, 1628 Windsor Court, pool fill. Looking for a credit of $81.90. Katie Schwips, 105 Cardinal Drive, pool fill. Looking for a credit of $49.14. Rhonda Bailey, 820 North Drive, looking for a credit of $142.44. She has the big pool, I guess. George Baxter, 716 North Chestnut. This is actual water leak under the ground. We have attached documentation where the water spike has went back down, and the underground water line was fixed by Birch Sewer and Drain on April 5th. Looking for a credit of $136.50. Roy Martin, 728 South O'Brien. This was also a leak under the house. Looking for a total credit of $172.67. Water was turned back on April 11th. We have seen the water spike and drop back down to actual prior numbers. Gerald Christman, 728 North Bliss Street. This was a water line break also. This is a large one at $821.32. Again, we saw the spike. It was between the meter and the house. Matlock Plumbing took care of it, have an invoice. It cost the gentleman $6,850 to get fixed by Matlock.
Wow.
So, yeah, he just would like a credit of $821.
He needs it.
And this one came in late. It is a pool fill. Name is Ka Vu Lauren, 811 West 6th Street, and looking for a credit of $76.44. All of them meet our criteria, so I would ask that the board approve them.
With that being the case, I'll make a motion to allow those 10 sewer bill adjustments.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, anything else, Mr. Bose?
That's all I have, sir.
Miscellaneous, I got a couple. Got an itinerant merchant, application. Jessica Borgton, I believe. Let's see. USDA inspected frozen and pre-packaged small freezer truck in the Tractor Supply parking lot. Amity Packing Company, looks like of Illinois. Let's see if there's anything unusual here. Insurance, driver's license, permits. Looks like everything appears to be in order for,
What was the name again, Mayor?
Jessica Borgson. Guess that was an S. Out of Texas, it looks like. The company is actually out of Illinois, though.
Amity, you said Amity Packing?
Mhm.
That a one-day thing?
Backyard butchers.
Huh?
Backyard butchers is what they're.
Backyard Butcher is what they're operating as? Okay. I'm trying to find an
Yeah, don't
answer
matter.
for you today, there, Brad, sorry.
Probably not an issue.
29th, May 29th through June 3rd, so 4 days, 5 days, 6 days,
Few days.
6 days.
We'll actually be paying for two, because they're 3 days apiece, and they're aware of that.
Okay.
And this is, have they been here before?
Mel, you know if we've had these before? I was gonna say, this is, itinerant merchants aren't one we get very often, so that's,
I wondered if it was a time slot, but if they've been here before, so.
yeah, no, I don't recognize any of the names, but that doesn't mean anything. So,
Everything seems to be in place though, correct?
it appears to be. Mel, is there anything you're missing?
No payment, and they're gonna pay when they come pick them up, so.
So,
It's okay then, right?
should be. yeah.
I'll make a motion to allow Backyard Butchers, that time slot.
Second.
Sorry, making a note on here. A motion and a second to approve Backyard Butchers. All those in favor signify with aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, next up, Parks. There you are. Miss Emily.
The veteran.
Okay, so Chris Broughton would like to reserve Crossroads for his group Genesis 224 Ministries for a gathering of local churches for prayer, worship, and teaching. June 7th and 8th from 5 p.m. that Friday to 10 p.m. the following Saturday.
Your board
It is
approved
an
it?
annual. They've done it the last 2 years.
Park board's approved it, I assume.
Not yet.
Okay.
We are gonna do a vote later today.
It'll go to them next.
What was the name of the ministries again, Emily?
Genesis 224.
They've done it before.
This will be the 3rd year.
Okay.
Any
I'd make
questions?
a motion to approve that, if the park board agrees with it.
I'll second.
Motion and a second to approve pending Park Board approval. All those in favor signify with aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Emily. Okay, I've got, some anniversaries to do, so let me grab a couple things here. The ones that I see as being here. Ben Miller, for those of you that go over there, is that what you're saying? Okay. January says I gotta go over here. 12 years of service made it 12. 10 years of service, sorry. 10 years of service made it 12. Thank you for your service. For those of you that don't know Ben is a night shift sergeant. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Which squad? D squad. Okay. Just be your deal. So thank you, Ben, for your service. Next up, with a few more years than that, shows in his beard, Jason Wynn, one of our SROs, 25 years of service. SROs aren't on squad, are they? No, they're on squad. But Jason has kind of been through everything as well over the years, so thank you for your service as well. I'll mention the other two, even though they're not here. Mark Gillespie was one of Brad Lucas's hires 10 years ago. And then Miss Bernie Bryant from 15 years ago as well at DPW. So thank you, Ben, for coming in. Thank you, Jason, for coming in. And we do appreciate your service to the community. Any other miscellaneous from the board? Miscellaneous from the audience? January.
Jason and Ben for a picture.
Okay. Other thing I've got is we had a painting request to close some parking spaces that went out via email between meetings. Just want to make sure we get that on the record. It was approved through the electronic version. That would be the request over here at the corner of 2nd and Chestnut. So we'll need to sign that before we go. Other than that, if there's nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Meeting adjourned.